What is up, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to OffRoad Outlaws. Now, in this video, we are not being serious. In this video, we are not being realistic. In this video, we are going to attempt to build what could very possibly be the dumbest truck of all time. Now, obviously, we're not going to start with this Tahoe here. Oh, no. We need something a lot more, I don't know, maybe a little bit bigger to do that. So, I was thinking about doing this with a Cybertruck, which is still possible, and I think I may, just because of the fact that you could do all sorts of ridiculous things with a Cybertruck. So we're going to start with a Cybertruck as a base, right? And the Cybertruck is already moderately controversial anyway. So now, obviously, we can't let it go without going ahead and building everything all the way out, like all the way out, because this thing, as we know at this point, is the most powerful truck, well, one of, if not the most powerful trucks in Off-Road Outlaws as a whole. So we'll get everything done, and when I say everything done, I mean everything done, and I'll show you guys what I mean when I say, like, engine-wise, this thing is dumb. Like, it's stupid, it's dumb, there's really no, there's really very few trucks that can even remotely come close to this thing's level of 1,762 horsepower and 1,323 foot-pounds of torque max. So, with that being said, we have a wonderful base to start with. Now, like I said, if we're building the dumbest truck imaginable, you better believe that things are gonna happen. Things are gonna get wacky real quick. So, I-beam type, independent type, heavy duty for the front. Now, this is where things are going to get very weird very quickly. So, we're going to go to the rear now. We're going to throw a monster suspension in the rear. It's already going down, like, things are already going downhill, but don't worry, there's much more to come from this. With that being said, suspension tuning is definitely next up in the works. So we'll get everything maxed out, front and rear maxed out, and if we're, like I said, if we're attempting to build the, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, definitely want to add the diff up front. Axis width, meh, may as well. Damping, not going to worry about it. Shocks, not going to worry about it right now. Stiffness, mirror. God. You'll see why this makes sense later. Trust me, it does. Oh, God. Oh, God. We need just enough that it's, like, really, like, dumb low, but not completely on the ground. Now, rear. Let's see. Travel, wham! Yeah, things are not going well in the land of Cybertruckville. So, let's see. Bump up the stiffness just enough to where it's not constantly rubbing as it drives. So, now that we've got that done, I'm going to go back to the rear, and I'm also going to, wham, get the axis width out all the way. Shock size up all the way. And let's see, rear steer, might as well. I mean, like I said, we're going for the, like, most ridiculous build imaginable, so at this point, there's no going back. And then, well, not necessarily most ridiculous, but definitely dumbest build I've ever come up with. Wheel radius, oh, God. Oh, I don't think that'll even drive. I really don't think that'll even drive. And, okay, so it's not, right there, it's not completely and utterly on the ground. I honestly am just so curious as to whether or not this thing will even drive. Let's see, rear, wham! Rear width, wham! And it's going to be dually as well in the back, so I'm looking at this right now, and I'm like, I don't think this is going to drive. I just don't. something about this, to me, does not scream drivability. Will that even work without, like, chopping the fenders apart? I don't know. Like, I really, truly don't know. I wonder, minimum in the front, maximum in the back. Will this even drive? No clue. It's just like, wham. Like, every time you drop it down, wham. Okay, so definitely needs dualies, because that's a thing. And it definitely also needs to be, oh god, yes, repair pack, winch, jack, front light, horn, spoiler. Spoiler? Wait. Roof lights, running board, fender, headlights, body type. That's what I wanted. Should it be a cyber wagon this time? We've already had... That just looks weird. Like, that honestly just looks weird. Might as well make it a... Well, no, we haven't built a cyber wagon yet. We need to build a cyber wagon. We might as well build a cyber wagon. So now that we've got that done, the fronts are just going to be... The fronts are going to be just, like, cheapo, like, basically trailer wheels, like, steel trailer wheels. And then the rears are going to be... let's see. Something old school looking. That's fairly old school looking. I guess it'll work. I'm not really too picky about how this comes out, but as far as colors go, oh my god, it needs to be like purple or something. I mean, that's kind of a purple, but I'm gonna go ahead and go into the custom colors because, oh my god, that's exactly what we need for the dumbest truck imaginable. That's exactly what we need. Wheels. Back to the wheels. In the front, they're going to be... Well, no. In the front, I'm just going to make them black so that they just kind of work with the rest of the color scheme. And then in the rear, I think I'm going to make... Well, I know the bead lock is going to be sort of kind of paint matched. Sort of kind of. Again, not super picky about, like, what that turns into. So, and we'll just go ahead and make the rear wheels black as well. And this is what we're left with. I don't think it's actually going to work, but the front is going to get these, and the rear is going to get well, no. Oh, it's going to get the paddle tires. Yes, it's going to get dually paddle tires in the back. Because, again, this is not supposed to make sense. Apply mods. And now we get to see if this abomination of a thing drives. Which I highly doubt. I highly doubt it will even remotely drive. But hey, we might as well try it. So I'm thinking we're going to test it at the desert first because we have the paddle tires. And like I said, I really don't know if this is... Oh, God. Can you... There we go. I was like, can you move? This doesn't work. This is not going to work. Go. It moves. Is it fast? No. Does it move? Yes. Oh, my God. It turns on a dime, though. Let me see if I put it in low and see what it'll do. It's like a donut machine if you put it in low. That's brilliant. The temperature climbs, though, if you do that. Like, the temperature legit just keeps going up if you do that. Let's see what happens if we lock the front, but not the... Well, we can't do that. Let's lock just the rear. That makes the donuts a little bit wider. Let's lock the front as well. And now lock the center. That definitely tightens them up a little bit. So let's see if this thing can actually kind of get out of its... Oh, God! Not gonna lie, it kind of sucks to drive. But it drifts, which is strange. But it only sort of drifts. It's very, oh god, it's very weird and very unpredictable. What are you gonna do in the mud, huh? Not much. But to my surprise, it actually kind of goes through it. It's not exactly the best at going through it, but it kind of goes through it, which, again, makes very little sense to me. But, whoa! Like, this is, you know what this is? This is reverse truck squat, is basically what this comes out to, is reverse truck squat. And I don't know why I had the idea to do this, but for some reason, I had the idea in my head, and I was like, what happens if I, like, to an extreme degree, squat a truck in the opposite direction of what squat would normally be? And this is what we end up with. Is it worth it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is it worth it to you? You be the judge of that. I'm not sure I would do this again, but at the same time, I just kind of wanted to see what would happen, and I was curious to see if it would even drive at all. And does it drive? Yes. Does it drive well? No. No, it doesn't. I really don't recommend building one of these, but if you must, I guess attempt at your own risk. But if you guys enjoyed this sort of wacky build in Off-Road Outlaws, then make sure to let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time.